Good morning, learners. Today, on 13th of May, our lesson is going to cover adjectives. And under adjective, we are going to look at formation of adjectives from nouns, after which we are going to look at the order of adjectives when we are writing our sentences, and majorly used in composition writing. So to begin with, what is the meaning of the word adjective? Adjectives are words that describes nouns. These are words that describe nouns. These are words that simply describe. So talk of a man. Which type of man did somebody meet, for example? Was he a huge man, a big man, or a small man, or a brown man? All those words I've used there have described that man. Hence, those are adjectives. So, formation of adjectives. How do we form adjectives from nouns? The formation of the adjectives from nouns. That is normally very hectic for pupils. It's a very simple area. Take an example like the word absence. From the noun absence. Absence is a noun. Which adjective will come from there? From the word absence. That is our Roman one. So from absence we can get the word absent. Absent becomes an adjective at the moment. We have the word like anger. From anger you can get the word angry. I met an angry man. So from the noun anger you can get the word angry. From the word attraction is a noun. Attraction, you can get the word attractive. I met an attractive pupil, meaning the pupil looked attractive. So the word attractive will come there. From the word attraction, you can get the word attractive. From the word beauty, you can get beautiful. From beauty, you can get the word beautiful. Beauty, beautiful. You can, from the word breadth, you can get broad. The breadth of an object, for example. And then you can get the word, that adjective, broad. Then the word care, you can get the word careful. From care, you can get careful. I met a careful man. Careless. Care, you can get two, both careful and careless. In that order. The word child, we have childish, or even childlike. Somebody who is childish. The word circle, circular, can come from that particular noun. We have the word courage. You can get the word courageous. I met a courageous man who saved me from danger. So from the noun courage, you can get the word courageous. Coward, you can get the word cowardly. From the word crime, you can get criminal. From crime, somebody who commits crime is a criminal. So we have danger, dangerous. The word danger, we have dangerous, and etc. You can't mention this and finish today. We have a number of nouns that form adjectives. Accident, accidental. From the word accident, you can get the word accidental. Girl, can talk of girlish, and etc. So just to mention but a few. From that place, you can now go and see how All those nouns we have mentioned in that category under the formation of nouns. How do we now go to get the order? The order of adjectives. Order of adjectives. A very, very crucial part, learner. I want you to pay more attention in this particular subtopic, order of adjectives. We have a number of adjectives that come in this number, in this formation. We talk of, let me just abbreviate this. I'll abbreviate something there. If you can read it, you read as nopsha, no shakomun. Sha, we have a double S here, that is coming there. So this one, that's right, they've been complete. This is number. And a number, we talk of the number of objects, and talk of mother gave me two uniforms. So that number should come first. Mother gave me 2 uniforms. You can't say uniforms 2. You must begin with the number first. Then we go to O and P, which mean the same thing, that is opinion. What is your opinion on something? And an opinion, here we have a number of things that you need to understand. What is an opinion, Nana? An opinion is your general idea, your general observation, your general idea about something. Like you talk of a beautiful girl, that is an opinion. You are the one who is seeing the beauty of that particular girl. You are the one who is seeing pretty. If the girl is pretty, you are the one who is seeing that prettiness. Nobody else is seeing that. I may see somebody as ugly, but to you, we are seeing that person as very, very, very beautiful. So that man becomes my opinion. And you also have your opinion of whatever you have seen. So opinion is anything, your general overview of something. So the opinion of something can be like beautiful, ugly, and etc. We're coming to learn them after I've mentioned all of them. Then the first S, one S will mean size. So size will come before shape. This S and H mean shape. So the size comes before the shape. And then we have age. The age of that particular thing. Then C alone is the color. The color. O is the origin. The origin is where that thing comes from. If it is made in Kenya, then the M here is the material. And then this is the use or the purpose of something. And lastly, just to mention this, the noun. So the noun should normally come last. We've just looked at the nouns, how they form the word, the pronouns, the adjectives. So the last part there is normally the noun. So talking about the number, I've just mentioned number, like 2, 3, and the rest. Opinion is somebody's idea over something. And size, under size here, we'll talk of, let me just give an example here. Can talk of pretty. Here under size, can talk of big, when somebody is big, somebody is tall, somebody is short. I met a short man. All those will come under size. Lana, you will bear with me. Our writing is going vertically. That should not be, but just because I'm giving an example. Then SH becomes the shape. Shape can talk of triangular, rectangular, shabby. When somebody is round, a shabby man, it comes under shape, somebody's shape. When somebody is slender, the word slender will also come under what? Under that is somebody's shape, not the size. Then age. Here you can talk of new, old, and etc. New, young, old, those ones come under age. Then the color. Color here, there are several examples. Can talk of black, red, and etc. The origin. That person may be a Kenyan or even a Ugandan. Material is whatever that thing is made of. Whatever it is made of, it may be mahogany, for example. It is mahogany. It is a table made of mahogany. Mahogany is a type of wood. So that is the material it is used to make. It is used to made of. It is the material that is made of. Then the use. That is whatever it is. Like you can have a kitchen knife. But the word kitchen there becomes the use of that particular knife that you're talking about. And lastly is the noun. If you're mentioning about a table, it is a new red table, for example. So the table will come last. You cannot begin with the table, new, red, and etc. So learn this order. People is confused a lot, not because they don't know, but because they take it for granted. So that order must follow like that. Nokshakumun. The first S becomes our size. S and H is the shape, and then the age, color, origin, material they use, and the noun comes last. So I'll just give a small example here. We have example. Roman 1. The dash player scored the winning goal. A very good example. The dash player scored the winning goal. The dash player scored the winning goal. In this category, we have the word young. The second word is well built. And lastly, you have the word Ugandan. Lana, this question was in one of the class 8 papers done last term. That's why I felt advised to bring it here. Most class 8 were able to miss this, of which this one is one of the easiest that I've ever seen. So the dash player scored the winning goal. You are supposed to identify very, very quickly where do we place which like young, where does young fall under our Nopshakumun? Young here is age. That is the age of it was not an old player. This player was young. And most learners confuse the word young to fall under opinion. When somebody is young, that person is young. And that person cannot say and can't say that person is old. So that can't fall under opinion. Young will always fall under the age of somebody. Then well built. When somebody is well built, I can say that somebody is well built. Somebody else can say that this person is not well built. So meaning that is an opinion. Then becomes our opinion. And then the word Ugandan is there. Ugandan is the origin, where somebody comes from. So this is the origin, somebody's origin. So we now follow them the way they're supposed to come. Opinion comes first, followed by the age, and then lastly, the origin. So we mention the well-built. The word well-built has an hyphen. Lana, just to revise that a bit. An hyphen comes there because we have two nouns. When two nouns follow one another, in between them there must be a what? A small hyphen. We talk about three-legged stool. Three is a noun. Legged is also a noun. So an hyphen must come there to show that those are double nouns. So this is a well-built opinion, then age. A well-built young Ugandan player. Now look at a question that class 8 fails because they don't want to use well the order of adjective that I've just shown down here. So be very, very keen when answering such questions for you not to avoid failing very, very, very simple questions. We have other that I'm not going to show there. That is just the example I've given. Next, I'm giving only two. Let me give only two to show your understanding, if you're able to use the order well. Two, we're going to do this. Mother boat, a dash stool. Mother boat, a dash stool. That stool is said to be three-legged, mahogany. Mahogany is a type of wood, and the word kitchen, meaning that stool is used in the kitchen. So let me see if you are able to get that, Lana. Then Roman 3 is our last one. It was dash day. Which day was this? This was a long, boring, rainy. So let me see where you'll place what. If you'll get the right order that is there, Lana. So much for that. I'll have to stop there as far as that is concerned, and we go to something else to wind up our lesson. Lana, you'll check into that. So let's go to the next thing, Lana. And subject, verb, agreement. Lana, you realize today I'm bringing almost 2 topics at a go. Why am I doing this? Because we still have a number of things to do as far as our learning is concerned. That's why after bringing that order of adjectives, I'm bringing again subject, verb, agreement today. What is subject, verb, agreement, Lana? You must have realized in your composition, a teacher writes after marking your composition that look into your subject, verb, agreement. What is the meaning of this, Lana? The subject of any sentence. Yesterday we mentioned subjects. Like Tom is a good boy. Tom there becomes a what? Subject. Let me just give that example. Tom is a good boy. Tom here is our noun. And all the nouns becomes our subjects. The noun is the subject in that manner. And then this one is the verb. So our subject here, that is our noun, that is Tom, must agree with the verb that we're going to place in front there. Like Tom is a good boy. You can't say Tom are a good boy. That is very wrong. In that manner, when I say Tom are a good boy, look at it well, you realize that the subject has not agreed with the verb. They must agree. So single subject will take singular subject will take singular verb, and the plural subjects will take plural verbs. That's how I mentioned Tom is a good boy. Now, just to go to the meeting I wanted to do, under that is verbs, and how they form there. plural. Just look at this shortly. Roman 1 we have is. Is will always change to be are. Tom is a boy. Tom and Jane are pupils. Roman 2 we have was. Was will automatically change to be were. Jane was playing. Jane and John were playing. And etc. You know how automatically the nouns will be. Like talk of goes. Jane goes home. So Jane and John go home. These are just an examples of how to change, how singular nouns, singular verbs will change to the plural. And that is what entails the subject verb agreement. So our example number 1. The boy is playing. Talk of the boy is playing. Example, the boy is playing. We're seeing the boy here being our noun, that the subject. Just let me talk of the subject. And then is our verb. It has agreed because it's only one boy. The boy is playing. That is very correct. We will talk of one thing is talk of singular subject. We have mentioned singular subject will take singular verb, and then plural verbs like this one, like the children. The children are writing. The children are writing. The children are writing. Because there are many, these are called plural subjects. Plural subjects will take plural what? Plural verbs at the same time. The children are writing. A number of you will write that the children is writing. You just found yourself writing that. Not that you don't know, but because it may be, we may call it a slip of the pen. You end up writing what you do not intend to write. So the children are writing. Children are many. These are plural. A plural subject. Hence here must be a plural verb. So much for that. When it comes to our second category over the same, when we are using neither, or, and either nor. I've written them the opposites. So neither, nor, or, and either or. Good. Like that. So we are using this. Now let be our Roman 2 example. This one will take a singular. They'll all take a singular verb. Like you talk of example, either Jane or Mark is called. Though we are seeing two people mentioned here, Jane and Mark, but we are seeing or here. Mean that person is giving you option to either bring Mark or Jane. So we are talking about a singular. That's our written here. Because we are talking about a singular subject there, we are talking about a singular verb. Either Jane or Mark is called by the teacher. Same to neither. Neither the prefect nor the monitor. Is called. What do you mean by that? That none of them is called. So we talk of neither the prefect nor the monitor is called by the teacher. You can't say neither the prefect nor the class monitor are called. Though there are two people, but we talk of a singular verb in that manner. Learner, I hope you are getting what you are learning. Our third category becomes the use of as well as. The use of as well as far as subject verb is concerned. As well as. Use of as well as, Roman 3. As well as. In this category, I'm going to give one example. Mother as well as father is coming home. Mother as well as father. Mother as well as father is coming home. Now, why do we use is? Because we are referring. We are already mentioned mother as well as father. So in this category, we look at the second subject. So here we consider the second subject mentioned. The second person we have mentioned mother first. Our second subject is father. So father is one. That's why we talk of is. Mother as well as father is coming home today. Let us look. In case the second subject is now plural. For example, the teacher as well as the pupils. The teacher as well as the pupils. You can see one teacher here and many pupils now. As well as the pupils are coming. Why do we now talk of that? Because we are seeing plural. Our second subject is plural in that one. So our verb must also be plural. The teachers as well as the pupils are coming home. Now I hope you have got that difference. When I'm using as well as, we consider the second subject. The second subject is in plural, the verb must be in plural. In case the second subject is in singular, the way that our first example was, then it must be in singular. And then another one is the use of each. Each of the teachers. The use of each becomes our next example. Each. Number 4. The use of each. Each of the learners, for example, has received a present. I've used has. Has there is a singular verb. You can't say have. Each of the learners has received a present, meaning each one of them. One of them, we talk of one there, we talk of one learner. Each meaning one out of many. So each of the learners has received. Each of the teachers has eaten. Each of the teachers is coming to our class. So we talk of one subject in that manner. Then my Roman 5 is the use of both. That is the last one. Both mwendwa. Both mwendwa. Both mwendwa. Both mwendwa. Both mwendwa and mulei. Both mwendwa and mulei dash in the part. Yeah, I've written that dash there because I don't want to give the answer. I want you to identify the answer on your own. Both mwendwa and mulei dash in the part. And let me give the answers. The choices are wa. We have are, we have is, and we have was. Just to give you a guidance before you answer this. Both mwendwa and mulei dash in the party. We look at this. No, there's something I've left yesterday. Before, if I don't realize that yesterday, you're not going to get the answer. Yesterday. So our answers here are were, is, was, and are. There's a yesterday I left there. So both Mwendo and Mulei dash in the party yesterday. Lana, how do you get this? First of all, look at the tense. It's yesterday. So meaning you can't say is. Is entails one thing happening now. So is automatically wrong. What about was? What about are? What about were? The answer now comes there. Which one can now come there as the answer? Both Mwendwa and Mulei. So we're talking about many people. Lana, we're talking about several people. We're not talking about one. And here is a conjunction of adding more information. So when we're using a conjunction of adding more information, we are looking at them in general, both of them. So both, meaning talk of many of them, not only one. So both Mwendwa and Mulei were in the party yesterday. That is the answer. Talk of were. You can't talk of was. Talk of was meaning you mean one person. And yet we have added one person here. So that is the answer. So much for that. I don't want to continue more than that. I will only give assignments of which under whatever I taught first. After doing whatever I give under the order of adjectives, we are going to try the formation of adjectives in page English aid page 60. Page 60 can try number 1 to 20. Not so much. Under the formation, like number 1, today is a dash day. Sun is given there as the adjective, as a noun. So which noun can come from the word sun, Lana? Today is a dash day. Sun is a sunny day. So sunny becomes the adjective that describes that day. And etc. Lana. Then the second exercise I'm going to give is is going to cover the subject verb argument that I've just done. We're going to look at page 148. There's a last number there, number 15. Number 15 only. That number 15 under that. Number 15, the exercise reads, fill in the blanks with the correct words taken from the bracket. Number 1 is given. None of us dash too clever to answer these questions. So do you say none of us are too clever or none of us is too clever? Lana. You say none of us is too clever because none refers to a singular noun or subject. So Lana, let us do that exercise